All right, can't wait for grand finals. I didn't realize that a lot of the people were like really solid until I checked a lot of people um profiles. So like Green Turtle, no idea who he was coming into it. So I lost like what my first 2 rounds to him, and that was pretty rough. Uh, but yeah, then I won like the last 2, which I felt good about. A lot of other people like Dan, I had never heard of. I was wondering if it was the same guy who got a 23 on hard drive. It was not, but they did also have like a 30. So like I can't complain. That's pretty darn solid. Um, yeah, a lot of other people gave me a run for my money. There were so many games just decided by like a couple lines that I had. It was insane. Including one against you, Waterfire. It was like 37 to 33, the like worst game ever played. But yeah. I wonder if Noel has data uh on how everything's turning out. But oh, did like my stream drop in the middle of it? That would have been rough. I hope that didn't happen. But yeah, all we can do now is wait for the open phase. Wait, so who's still in it? I know Mint. Wait, can I check like the participants? Is there like a way to do that? Here we go. I know Mystery and Firestorm are still in it. I'm pretty sure Dan Chen is still in it from what I saw from the rating. Pretty sure Mint Blips is still in. Oh, Baseball Boy jumped in? What a champion. What a guy, dude. Tetrian might still be in too, and then Baseball Boy. That's my guess, because I know there were 6 who placed above me. So if I had to guess, I'd say FS Mystery, Dan Chen. Oh, Noel hopped in too. Crazy. I bet, because he was in chat though, he got eliminated pretty early. Makes sense too, because like it is 5 a.m. Can't give him slack for that. But yeah, probably Tetri and Baseball Boy and Mint Blips. And oh wait, no shoot, I named 6 people. So one of them. Oh wait, no, I got 7th, so that's fine. Sure, I'll stand by that, I guess. Yeah, I didn't get to play Hats at all, or Link. I didn't get to play Skeeth or Noel. Everyone else I played though, I think, so I'll take it. Oh, and Baseball Boy I didn't get to play, but played most people at least once, which is nice. Wish just one of those people who I wouldn't play at all would just be like Firestorm or Mr. I'm messing around. It's always good playing better players, especially. We went wrong, and I don't mean my misdrops. Okay. It's probably a good opportunity to use the bathroom before stuff is announced, so I'll be right back. Dang, it's still going on. A lot of people are still top four yet. Oh, here we go. Firestorm versus Danshan and Baseball Boy versus Mystery. Dang. Oh, here we go. Do we have results now? No. Oh, no, okay. It's just at the end, I guess. Dude, Baseball Boy hosting the worldwide combos on his own channel. I respect it. Hey, Quick and Smart, how are you doing? Hopefully pretty well. You're dandy. Well, that's good to hear. Yo, can't wait to see how this turns out, not gonna lie. Yo, Mystery versus Baseball Boy is gonna be really good. I'm excited. Link the Discord, no worries. Oh, hey, it's quick and smart. What a champion. Alright. I hope Firestorm is the link. And before Firestorm forgets to link it, that'd be so funny. Okay, thank you, FS. Oh, trying really hard here. Oh no, please. Here we go. I'll leave the room. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, we just left the room. All right, that'll fix it, right? Okay, here we go. I will leave again. Oh, does it not work? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for delaying this even further than it already has been. Nice. Now I have a custom game running with Firestorm. We'll play that out someday, and I'll get bodied, and it'll be a good time. Streaming correctly. Swell. Actually, yeah, okay. Okay, is he in? Okay, good shit. All right, here we go. First semifinal between Firestorm and Dan Chen. All right, can't wait to see how this turns out. All right, looks like they've already started. Firestorm opening with a J spin single here. A very interesting sort of use of the all spin functionality. Clearly sort of knows what he's doing with all spins, where Dan Chen is focusing clearly more on setting up T spins. And yeah, Firestorm already immediately just sort of piling on the garbage here. Dan Chen, a little bit of a messy stack, but that's a lot of the time a good thing in these types of situations, just because you require spins to fix those kinds of messy stacks. And Dan Chen is found an opportunity there to get a couple of them off, but now both players very high actually. Firestorm misdropping a T-spin at the top of his field there, very unfortunate. Uh, just the soft drop going a little too slow. Happens all the time on various platforms though, and Firestorm keeping it clean. Very nice T-spin triple setup there, and just down stacking to sort of spike Dan Chen into the ceiling there. And 3 KOs already after a minute. Firestorm looking very strong here, even with those few misdrops. Still keeping it very nice, very clean. Dan Chen, just trying to sort of stack cleanly, seems to be his priority, not going for anything fancy, trying to play safe. But the issue is that he definitely needs a lot more aggression if he wants to bring back this game one. But now he's just focused on the down stack, which I mean does make sense since he is pretty high up, but it's just a little hard when Firestorm is sending those massive spikes. 9 combo there from Firestorm, netting him another KO. Danchan, a little bit of a misdrop there, very unfortunate. It looks like he'll be able to. Oh, he isn't able to recover, unfortunately. We'll see if he is able to. Oh my goodness, 6 KOs from Firestorm. Very dominant game one here. Just 192 lines sent. Just a very impressive gameplay, especially from Firestorm. Dan Chen just not really looking like a big challenge for him, but we'll see if he's able to change that in the next game. All right, relax, quick and smart. Okay, relax. And yeah, Firestorm keeping up. Just he sent almost triple the lines there compared to Dan Chen. So we'll see if Dan is either able to downstack more efficiently, or is this okay? Here we go. So now both opting for T-spin openers. Firestorm didn't really do that last game, focusing more on I think an L spin if I saw that correctly, and just opting for some simple clean ST stacking seems to be working out very nicely for him. And just really seeing all these creative patterns here in his T-spin stack. And yeah, very nice actually conversion into a lot of different spins there from Firestorm. But Dan Chen also keeping it clean, keeping it competitive, hasn't eaten a KO yet. Oh, unfortunate misdrop there, it looks like, of the T-piece. Able to get down, but Firestorm able to set up even more to send over. And yeah, Firestorm, big lead in line sent, but if Dan can just find one opening and then capitalize, he's in the lead. But as I say that, Firestorm's pressure just gets way too big for Dan Chen, and he tops out for the first time, getting Firestorm a pretty significant lead here. Dan's going to either have to KO him twice or pull something magical out of his bag of tricks. And with this sort of little bit of a messy down stack here, doesn't look like that's going to happen. Firestorm just keeping the pressure going here. Got a huge already, like 100 APM, could be more even at this point. And just keeping his T-spins, his setups here just extremely clean. Playing very, very solid. And just keeps putting on the pressure. Dan Chen, with a lot more lines sent though this game, definitely some adaptation from him. Clearly playing significantly better, and that's also reflected by the difference in KOs. But at the same time, Firestorm is he just does not stop. A machine out here, just piling on this pressure and these KOs. And that's why he's known here as one of the best, or the best rather, player on WWC. And yeah, wow, even a little bit of a messy stack there, waiting for that T-piece, it looks like, because of how 21 bag works. But again, Firestorm, very impressive. All right, here we go. Game 3 starting out here. And yeah, both, again, opting for T-spin openers here. Not so much a focus on all-spin, which likely is a good choice for these players, given that a lot of people entering this competition are not super familiar with the all-spin mechanics. Generally, the people who tend to prefer all-spin focus on other Tetris games like King of Stackers or Null-Po all-spin mode. And yeah, Firestorm, a huge spike there. Going to be very difficult for Dan Chen to downstack it, and he's looking like he's in a good deal of trouble here. And yeah, that's his first KO for Firestorm already after less than a minute here. And just keeping the APM, a little bit of a misdrop on the S there, is able to fix it with a lot of clean spins though, and a nice downstack combo. 3 KOs already in less than a minute here for Firestorm. Just keeping it very clean here. Even with like a couple of misdrops, just his overwhelming speed. Recently got a 19.009 sprint personal best, putting him in the small elite in the below 20-second range. Very impressive to get so many or such good sprint times. I mean, he already was in the under 20-second range given his Null-Pomino sprint time. But either way, just his speed advantage is definitely influencing all those lines sent and all that pressure he's putting on Dan Chen, It was really just finding it very difficult to get anything started on Firestorm here. And just is, I guess, praying for an opportunity to capitalize, but Firestorm just not giving it to him. And yeah, Firestorm, we'll see if he's able to break 100 APM. It does look like it, and that's a very clean game there from both players. And I think so ends Dan Chen's tournament life. But in such a stacked tournament with, I believe, was it 15 players? It's very impressive to reach tied for third. And it has to be said, good work, very impressive. And so concludes that match. We have Firestorm in the grand finals. And next up is one that I'm especially excited for, between Mystery and Baseball Boy. Can't wait to see how that one turns out. And yeah, now we have Baseball Boy versus Mystery. Two players, very different play styles, but both incredibly skilled. Okay, there you go, perfect. Both very impressive players in their own right. Mystery, just a very clean player, just very quick. I believe 25-second sprint, just extremely impressive. And Baseball Boy, very well known for his T-spin and all-spin capabilities. Baseball Boy, one of the few King of Stackers players in this tournament. So he's definitely going to be making a lot of use of those all spins in this game mode, and we already see that just from his opener there. Just a lot of incredible spins that a lot of typical Tetris players wouldn't even think of. Now here we go, going for a little bit of a risky STMB here, but able to fix it with a nice spin as well there, keeping it very clean here. But Mystery, as I talk about keeping it clean, Baseball Boy a little bit with a little bit of a misdrop, and Mystery just keeping his stack and his game. He's not indulging on all these little setups that he could be doing with the various pieces in all spin mode. But Baseball Boy going a little bit overboard, getting a little bit optimistic with his setups there. And I guess that was a chance that Mystery could capitalize there on the a little bit of a misdrop on the overwhelming complexity of BBV's play. But now both players a little bit high up, but Baseball Boy, really unfortunate misdrop there. Able to get actually a very nice back-to-back single there. A very nice way to find his way out of that situation. And just very impressively working his way down here. Now both players only one line apart. There's a reason I said this match was going to be interesting, folks. And yeah, Baseball Boy netting another KO there, putting him in a leading position here. We'll see if Mystery's able to spike him back or something to retain his sort of position here. It does manage, it looks like, almost. Oh, Baseball Boy barely able to get out of that at the last second, but Mystery's still able to get that KO. Now only 10 lines separate the two. We'll see how this one turns out. Baseball Boy setting up an STSD here. We'll see if he's able to execute both parts, but Mystery barely able to finesse his way into that game two. It was looking, or into that game one, very close between both of these players here. And extremely different playstyles too, but Mystery, even though it looked grim for him midway through the game, he's just keeping it very clean, very impressive. And here we go. Game two starting now. Mystery opting for a couple of T-spin double openers. Very nice sort of 5-4 stack from him. And yeah, Baseball Boy getting, again, a little bit excited and a little bit excessive with his T-spins there. We'll see if he's able to sort of come back from that. Yeah, Mystery just very professional, very keeping it clean for sure. And he's definitely using that as as an opportunity to capitalize. But now a little bit of an unclean stack here from Mystery, but Baseball Boy still has a lot to get through. It's going to be very difficult for him to make this comeback. But with how even they were game one, I wouldn't be surprised if Baseball Boy is able to make something happen with all of his spinning knowledge. And yeah, a little bit of a hesitation from him, maybe just thinking about what to do, I guess. But it does put him in a rough spot here. And yeah, Baseball Boy knows that this game is over, down 3-0, and that's going to be very difficult for him to come back from. Says, I need to get out of this game. I need a clean mentality for game three if I want to take back this set. And yeah, that 2-0 for Mystery here. We will see whether uh, whether Baseball Boy is able to make the changes that he needs to win the set. And as I say that, he's got a 4x back to back and very impressive spin like spike with his various spins there. And even like Baseball Boy, even though he has all of the spinning knowledge, he just really doesn't have the speed to sort of capitalize uh, on the mistakes of his opponent. And Mystery also is just keeping his play very clean, not going for anything too complex here. And it's sort of that excess complexity that's making Baseball Boy misdrop a lot more, it seems. But yeah, Baseball Boy able to get through that garbage here and does have a lead in this game, technically. So we'll see if he's able to hold on to that here. Still a very interesting set so far, regardless of the outcome. Just with so many close games, especially game one, only separated by a couple lines here. And yeah, Mystery a little bit of a few mistakes here. So Baseball Boy does look like he has a very significant lead this game. Unless Mystery is able to make something magical happen, it looks like Baseball Boy is going to take this game. Yeah, Baseball Boy, very interesting setup here. I spin into L spin. And it looks like potentially into Z spin here if he can find something to kick off of. Very nice there. Z spin triple there from Baseball Boy. And just able to keep this pressure going. 3-0 KO lead. Does look like this is going to be one of the few sets in worldwide combos in these top fours that isn't going to be a clean sweep here, which is always exciting to see. And looks like, yeah, there we go. Even though Mystery's able to get that KO in time, Baseball Boy 4-1 lead now. It's looking like this is going to game four. Maybe that top out in the second game really helped out Baseball Boy's mentality, but something clearly clicked for him because look at that line sent difference there. 47, I believe, if my small brain doesn't fail me here. And yeah, here we go. Game four, is Baseball Boy going to be able to keep up the momentum, or is Mystery going to strike back and capitalize on Baseball Boy's mistakes? Well, we'll just have to see. And as I say that, Baseball Boy immediately sends a ton of garbage with his all spin knowledge. And that's definitely putting Mystery in a little bit of a rough spot. Mystery might be getting a little bit nervous here. You think you have the 3-0 sealed, and then all of a sudden your opponent makes all of these adaptations. And yeah, Mystery already eating 2 KOs here. This is going to be really difficult for him to come back from. And Baseball Boy keeping it a little bit unclean now. But unless Mystery is able to get a big spike started, as I say that, he does. Baseball Boy, a little bit too long of a hesitation, and Mystery able to get that KO in time. Still down a KO, but now the momentum is on his side, which is pretty important, especially in a game like Worldwide Combos, where you just need to keep the pressure coming. And Mystery is now almost evened up the line sent. Baseball Boy, a little bit of a messy stack too, but very nice Z spin from him there. And just I think Baseball Boy's knowledge of the all spin game is sort of compensating for his lesser speed, and it's really definitely showing here in terms of the very nice S spin there. Baseball Boy doing things that a lot of the other players in this tournament can't even comprehend, just because they aren't typically all spin players, and Mystery is one of those. And Baseball just sort of almost flexing his all spin knowledge at this point. Is that an eye spin attempt there from Baseball Boy? Can't get too greedy now. Mystery is always able to find something, but does look like Game 4 will be Baseball Boys. We'll see if Mystery is able to make something happen Game 5, or whether Baseball Boy is going to get the reverse 3-0. A very exciting set. The winner will move on to face Firestorm in the grand finals. And here we go. Baseball Boy, what kind of an opener is that? S-spin single. Very interesting. This is a very crazy set, actually. Game 5 now. And Baseball Boy is looking pretty even. Mystery, a little bit of an unfortunate misdrop there. Has to eat a KO for his troubles there. And is just still trying to get through that garbage. This is going to be very difficult for Mystery to come back from here. Baseball Boy covering up as well, but able to fix it with some nice spins. And yeah, Mystery again might be getting a little nervous. Again, taking a second KO here. A lot of misdrops, uncharacteristic of his play here. But now Baseball Boy in a little bit of trouble himself here. Mystery able to get one KO. We'll see if he's able to ride that sort of momentum to the end of the set here. But as I say that, Baseball Boy, very nice spike there. 3-1 lead in KOs for him. And Mystery's he's facing a lot of trouble, maybe having a little bit of trouble both with the 21 bag randomizer and maybe forgetting that the Tetrises don't have back-to-back bonus included. Able to get through the garbage just barely here, it looks like, without eating another KO, but I shouldn't speak too soon, because right as I say that, Mystery eating another KO here, things looking really good for Baseball Boy. Again, a little bit of a messy stack, but he just always seems to find a way to fix it with those spins. And it definitely seems to be working out, even though Mystery able to get that KO. We'll see.